Continuing with the troubleshooting of this wiring of this harness, I already found 2 wires that were wrong. Look at the schematic. So I'm still using my multimeter over here and we're still toning it out. So let's see if we can get this wiring done so that way we can get this car started, as we already missed it at night. Took the harness off the car, toned out all the pins from the ECU through the harness all to the sensor wires. Those all were correct, except I think that black and orange wire that needed to be switched for 5-volt reference and then constant 12-volt. The problem is what I stated in the original video, the one we were building the motor and get the car ready for the drift day, which we didn't make it to, is this key switch wire right here, which I'm assuming that's what this is, and this relay. It's not giving power to the relay. So I have this makeshift one right here that we're gonna hook up to key switch power. And that right there should give us power to our coils. And once we get power to the coils, the car should start. We got our temporary wires hooked up for the coil power and for the fuel pump. So we should hear the fuel pump prime now we turn this on. And I heard the relay click, but I didn't hear the fuel pump prime in the back. So that means that we still have a problem. So there might be something wrong with this ECU where something got shorted out on it, because that ground should have kicked in that fuel pump. So let me check the relay real quick. Okay, as you heard, we got the motor started, but there's a couple things we had to troubleshoot. So let me drop the camera stand for a second. So a couple things we had to, it's running really rough because it has no wideband on it, so that's why it's running really rough. It can't just AFR. So there's a couple things that are really wonky with this ECU. So let me see how I fixed it. Ready? We had to run a key switch power to that relay to kick that on. The fuel pump is still not priming off of this green ground wire that's supposed to kick in that relay. And then I had to run the fuel pump off of this toggle switch. And then to add things more complicated, and that B20 wire that we thought we fixed to go to the 12-volt reference, I have my power probe on it. As soon as I turn the ECU on, it does not give 12 volts there. So therefore, it's not giving power to the crank and cam sensor. Inside the car, I had the camera out there. But you guys saw the car started. Now we have to get a wideband for it because I don't have the extension for it. And now I gotta figure out why, you know, what's going on with ECU, see if Holley will let me take it back or something, I don't know. But the car started, so that's a good start. Stay tuned, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment,